2004. The year in which the Maple Leafs were last able to advance past the first round. To put it into perspective just a little, the Buffalo Sabres and Arizona Coyotes both have won multiple playoff series within the same time frame. Within the last 6 years, 5 of the last seasons for Toronto involved a first-round exit. For Leafs fans witnessing consecutive collapses despite having one of the best players in the league currently in Austin Matthews and having other supreme talents in their primes on the roster, it has to be frustrating to say the least. Anyways, in this video we're going to go over Toronto's current situation, how they got there, and what changes we could be seeing very soon regarding the franchise. And with that, here are some of the major changes we could see coming in Toronto.
This is it! This is where it's at! Game 7.
Game 7. For most players, such as Justin Williams for example, it's been their prime time to shine for their teams. However, we can say that lucky number 7 hasn't been so lucky for Toronto over the years. Within the last 5 years, for instance, in 4 of those, they were eliminated in 7 games. The Boston Bruins, Montreal Canadiens, and most recently the Tampa Bay Lightning have all had the pleasure of defeating the offensive juggernauts. Now you could say that this time around, the Leafs really did appear to be the best they've been in a very long time in the postseason. Tampa wasn't able to keep up with their firepower to start, and at times looked slower and less committed to the cause. And yet, after some controversial calls and a disallowed goal, Tampa was able to not only tie the series, but defeat their opponent along in doing so. Therefore, after seeing the same result despite their talent time and time again, logically at this point, we almost have to expect some changes. First off, what's pretty certain is that longtime GM Kyle Dubas will be shown the door. Dubas, after becoming one of the youngest GMs in NHL history in 2018, implemented his own plan, which concentrated on analytics first and foremost. His most memorable move has and will be signing current captain John Tavares. A move that many have continued to question. While the value of the contract is still debatable, the decision to bring Tavares in, even when the team already had an established first-line center, would go on to haunt the team financially. But one thing the GM displayed was an elite skill at making up for the lofty signings by finding inexpensive hidden talents. Andre Kasha, Michael Bunting, Ilya Lyubushkin, and David Kampf were all cheap solutions that Dubas was able to find and acquire. And along with Dubas came Sheldon Keefe. Keefe, whose coaching career with the team took off in a flash, was able to become the fastest bench boss in team history to eclipse 100 wins. However, despite winning the Calder Cup as a duo, Dubas and Keefe unfortunately probably won't win one with the Leafs. Not only will management likely be replaced at this point in time, William Nylander also seems to be another casualty to come. Nylander, unlike Tavares, doesn't have a no-move clause on his contract. However, the forward does have a modified no-trade clause on his deal that's set to kick in next season. With an AAV of $6.9 million, Nylander, who had the best season of his career last campaign, would command intense interest should his name be on the trade market. For Toronto, the focus will likely be to secure some sort of assurance in net for next season. After signing Peter Mrazek to a 3-year, $3.8 million deal, it quickly became apparent as to why the netminder was shipped out of Carolina. Even when he wasn't injured, Mrazek still struggled as he recorded a below .900 save percentage last season. With a modified no-trade clause, it wouldn't be surprising if Mrazek was either moved or bought out by the team. Morgan Rielly looks to be the safest one on the back end due to his full no-move clause. In conclusion, even though the team didn't lose in dramatic fashion, like they did last year to Montreal, they still, unfortunately, lost. The expectations coming in time and time again were sky high for the club, and they weren't able to meet them. Even though it may not be the best idea to fully hit the panic button, the saying "trust the process" has to be wearing thin with fans at this point, and therefore, we could see a shakeup coming. For Leafs fans watching, you have my deepest sympathies. Seriously though, at this point, the memes are just getting old.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. It's really disappointing.
It stings, it hurts, it's disappointing.
We're getting sick and tired of feeling like this, so we gotta make sure we're ready for this upcoming season.